What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. We're also going to be looking at the current coin market cap, as well as DueDEX, the platform that we use to trade cryptocurrency. We're also going to be specifically looking at the market. As you guys know, the past couple of days, we've been tracking the potential breakout of the cryptocurrencies in the market. As you guys can clearly see just quickly on my channel, we've been discussing and counting down the days of the breakout, and it seems like maybe today might be the day where we're actually doing exactly that. You can see today's candle, we've actually been able to shoot up at a massive rate, actually retesting prices as high as $7,800, which is absolutely phenomenal on Bitcoin. I do want to talk about Litecoin, Ethereum, and some of the other cryptocurrencies such as XRP, all of those cryptocurrencies that you guys have an interest in, specifically figuring out exactly when this breakout could be happening. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. This way it helps out the YouTube algorithm. And remember to follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can head over there and DM me. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So guys, before we jump into today's video, as you guys can clearly see on my YouTube channel, I pulled up my videos the past couple of days. You can see less than a week before, 3 days left, 2 days, 1 day, potentially tracking what exactly happened. Yesterday's video, we discussed that we actually moved the cryptocurrencies, their uptrends just ever so slightly to help figure out and better understand what the uptrend actually is and where it's actually forming. So we did make a minor change and a minor tweak to the charts, and it's actually turned out to be extremely beneficial and most likely is the actual uptrend for the cryptocurrency. So I highly recommend you check that out. Otherwise, some more information. We have 8 days left for the Crypto Influencers $200 Bitcoin giveaway. It is absolutely free to enter. So definitely make sure to take advantage of this. There is a link in the description. I highly recommend you sign up to it. It's my way to give back to you guys in this crazy market and crazy world that we are living in right now. Just a way to lighten the mood as well as show my support to you guys. Just a way to give back. So definitely make sure to check it out. That link is in the description. But to move on to today's video, so you guys can see I have the cryptocurrency coin market cap pulled up. Top 10 cryptos, everything is up. The markets are actually starting to blast off. Pretty odd if you ask me. Seems like it's actually happening a little bit earlier than what we were expecting. But you can see Bitcoin and a lot of the other cryptocurrencies are up about 3 to 6% out of the top 10 cryptos. This is a really good sign that could potentially be foreshadowing the potential break to the upside, which is something that we've been holding on to and waiting for quite some time now. So honestly, it's going to be very difficult for me to figure out which cryptos I'd like to start off with. I might actually choose Litecoin and XRP as those seem to be the most similar, and then Bitcoin and Ethereum are actually trending in very similar ways. It's actually going to be very difficult. So let's start off actually with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then we'll do the other cryptos. I know I said the otherwise, but I want to show you guys some very interesting things. So Ethereum was the main cryptocurrency that we have been tracking here on the channel just recently, only because I did not have to tweak the uptrend. It seems like I got it right the first time. Obviously, the market is not a open or the closed system. It's an open system. So things have to be maneuvered, tweaked, and changed at a day-to-day basis. This way we can stay up to date with the current market moves and market trends. That's why we have to be constantly, assessing and analyzing the market for these movements. So with that being said, what we were able to figure out was, due to the fact that we were slightly overbought on the 4-hour of Ethereum's charts, we needed to consolidate and pull back down ever so slightly, which we did. We took into consideration that if we managed to retest this uptrend here, which we did just 3 days ago, that we would most likely bounce off of here and break through our resistance and head up even higher. As you guys can clearly see, we did just that. We headed up even higher than the previous high that we mentioned, and ultimately formed a new higher low. This would be maybe the 4th or 5th higher low that we had, which ultimately indicates a potential bullish market, or that we are currently in a bullish market. This is great news. So with this bounce off of here, we anticipated that we needed to slightly tweak the charts on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the other cryptocurrencies, which we did. And this gave us a better understanding and a better view of what exactly is going on. Specifically, if you guys want all of these charts, I highly recommend you check out my Patreon. My Patreon has been doing extremely extremely well thanks to you guys. So definitely make sure to check it out. Join that group, join that community where we're sharing information as well as specifically my trades and moves to the future. It's been kind of slow because, as you guys know, we've been in this slow consolidation market, but I will be updating the Patreon group very soon with my specific trades and understandings of which direction the markets will be moving to. My short and long strategies, as well as my leverage trades and stop losses, will all be there. So definitely make sure to check it out. And huge shout out to everybody that is supporting me there. The link to Patreon is in the description down below. So now to basically figure out what exactly is going on. So as you guys can see, the same thing happened within Ethereum that happened now. Past 2 days, we managed to break bearish, fall ever so slightly, retest the uptrend, and break bullish. Same thing happened with Bitcoin. We fell, and then we started to break bullish. We actually managed to break above the resistance, which we discussed at 74.50 would be the buying order for the limit price. So ultimately that did fill, and now we're pretty much in the market right now. I will set a stop loss. I would honestly set one closer to about $7,300 just in case. But surprisingly, or at least a surprise to me, was we actually managed to break above the resistance a little bit earlier than I had suspected. And the reason behind this is when you look at XRP and you look at Litecoin, you'll understand that we are still in the uptrend. We didn't actually break bullish above its resistances within XRP and Litecoin. They're actually still in the uptrend. It still needs some consolidation to form. So I'd be extremely shocked if we managed to break that. But ultimately, we set a new higher low, which is great news. And I do believe the markets are going to continue to head up. Specifically, XRP and Litecoin might take a little bit longer, but still on the same track. And as they get consolidated in between the apex here, there's a good chance we'll see a bullish break as we retest the middle moving averages and break bullish. So I do think that if we break above 20 cents within XRP, we are due for a bullish break, and we should see that price take a big leap with the amount of volume that will be injected into the market. Same exact thing applies with Litecoin. Obviously, we'll have buying orders set slightly above $44, $44.50, closer to $45. We do know that we're in between this channel right here, where those were the previous highs in the past. So there is a very interesting consolidation. And if you want to play it conservative, I'd say putting a position, a limit order above $46.60 would be your best bet moving forward with Litecoin. And specifically within Bitcoin and Ethereum, the coins that seemingly have slightly broken out, this is going to be a little bit harder. The one thing we can do is maybe just slightly extend our uptrend right here and then add another resistance that may even us out with the the XRP charts that we have there. So this, when we add this on, this gives us a breaking point closer to May 5th, which adds up with XRP's chart, which seems to have a breakout or an end to the apex May 5th. Same thing with Ethereum, May 5th, with Litecoin ending closer to about May 5th right here. Bitcoin is the only one that ends closer to May 2nd, if not earlier, April something. So if we extended this up ever so slightly, so we can get a better approach to where May 5th is, maybe we could just add a resistance line here. This one's going to be very tricky to find due to the way the markets have been trending, whether or not we want to put it closer to 7,800, which there is a resistance here. You can see clearly when I add this right here, where we have resistances, where we have supports, where this resistance is here, you can see that we did end up hitting this and actually corrected back downwards. So if we want to add these on and add an extension to the way the markets have been trending, we can now see that they're kind of in flush with the way XRP and the way Litecoin are. So with this knowledge being set, we could maybe understand that we may have a bigger resistance that we are approaching, and we may have to add an extension to the rest of the market so that Bitcoin and Litecoin are actually in sync with Ethereum and XRP's charts. The uptrend is still there. The prices are still due to head up. It's just a longer extension for that volume to come to the market. We've clearly seen a rejection from breaking bearish on the MACD. A beautiful reversal has formed, and honestly, the news is still good. We may not see that massive breakout like we were anticipating, but this does open doors to new movements and newer heights for the crypto. Now that we've broken through our resistance of $7,400, yes, we can still leave that that limit order open if you wanted to, or we can now address the new resistance of $7,800. As we trade sideways, we may have another week, I'd say at most, maybe 2 weeks, this is playing conservative. I know you guys are slightly impatient, but that's kind of how the market moves. I'm a conservative trader. You have to understand that. But we may see the consolidation happen here. We may see a small correction back down to around $7,400, using it this way as a support. If we can close today's candle above here, see the consolidation, and then expect that big breakout like we were, waiting for. But ultimately, the markets look good. We're setting new higher lows on Bitcoin. We're setting new higher lows on all the cryptos. DueDEX charts look good in reference to Bitcoin. Definitely make sure to check out DueDEX if you haven't already. I do believe they're offering a sign-up bonus of up to $70. The information is in the description down below. But we're getting ready for a new trade, as we know that limit order was set, and we are going to be, paying very close attention to when exactly we should be selling out. All that information will be on my Patreon, so check it out over there. Otherwise, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you're new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, help out that YouTube algorithm. And remember, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns at all, feel free to message me on my Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. Enter the giveaway over here. 8 days left, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.